Alright, we rolling.
Rolling. Well, speaking of rolling, I was rolling down the street today.
In my six.
I was cruising down the street in my 6'4". And I'm just gonna jump into a quick rant, right? Yeah.
Huh?
So you always wanted to hear about how uni was. So for some context, I have finished my core subjects, right? Done all my assignments and everything. And I was like, damn. When I finished my final assignment, I was like, I should be celebrating, but I had nothing. It's like, oh,
Real.
I don't
Like nothing to
you don't
celebrate.
feel anything. I don't know.
Praise.
That's just me.
See, now you know how we feel. You were like,
Yeah.
wait, you guys are graduated?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it'll be different when I finish subjects.
maybe.
This is an actual pain in the ass. To the subject, I don't. Yeah, I could just say what I'm doing. I guess it's a thing
Yeah.
called wicked problems.
Wicked, bruh.
Yeah, they made a joke about that. So you go in,
Sandwiches?
you sit down for your lecture, and we've had this like the lecturers just be like, so yeah, there's a lot of problems, eh? And they're like,
In
"You gotta fix
society?
them." Yeah, but not like specific. It's just like it's all very broad and just like they say things a lot and just like stuff, and I'm just like, what are you yapping about, bro? Like literally, what are you yapping
I'm
about?
doing
And then this one kid puts up her hand and goes, "Oh, like what are we getting out of this? Like what's the final outcome of this?"
The fuck
And then
is this
the lecturer said, "I don't know. It's up for you to figure it out."
This is the type of education that people are complaining about. They be like, "What is this woke shit?"
Scott Morrison
It's the
would
only
approve.
class you can do, by the way. It's literally the only.
To fulfill the points.
Yeah, this
Dang.
day off. The university offers literally nothing else.
Is it like a philosophy class almost?
Nah,
But
I don't really
bullshit.
get it. They're like, "Oh, it's preparing you for the workplace or something," and it's like,
What?
I don't know. It's all very vague and broad. And so, kind of, when it comes to brass tacks, if I would explain it as myself and not like a yapping old man, I'd be like, okay, there's going to be a topic about something topical in society. You pick the research question. You identify like like a research question that's like a problem, right? Something that needs a solution. So
Okay.
for us, the topic broadly is like women and AI.
Got 'em.
Yeah.
Women be like,
I actually have a really funny story before that. Yeah, so I guess we got to pick like a research question based on that, and then find a solution to fix whatever problem.
women.
Yeah, just take them out of the equation, right? We're one of those
Yeah.
podcasts. One of the men that sit around and just insult women. Yeah, this is
mena.
yeah, this is where AI learns
AI
misogyny. They get
replaces
it from
women.
our podcast.
Can we get AI women?
I don't.
I don't think you want AI women.
Well, there's that in music, right?
AI
don't know.
women.
Cool. I think.
Is Hatsune Miku that, or is that a different thing?
Well, maybe eventually, but I remember hearing some recent news about some kid who killed himself because
Oh,
of AI woman.
that's not good.
I didn't bring up the AI woman because of that, but now I remember that piece of news. So
Yeah.
you know,
Mm.
Well,
rest
I
in
talked
peace.
to my group about her, like the movie.
Oh yeah, that
Because someone
move.
brought up, I really like that movie, and I was like, well, did you know I'm actually, you know the thing about Scarlett Johansson suing ChatGPT
because of the
because they're
movie.
using her voice
Oh,
as a
Yeah,
reference to the film, right?
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
you. Well, it's as a commercial product, you would assume that you need some sort of permissions
yeah.
slash licensing. Oh, another funny thing about maybe not necessarily funny, but interesting bit about that kid who killed himself.
Oh my god, yeah.
The AI woman was based off the chick from Game of Thrones. So he was in love with like
Daenerys or something.
probably.
Has he seen the final season? Do you know what Daenerys does, good sir? I feel like
no.
maybe if you watch Game of Thrones, you get to the end and then kill himself. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he didn't finish.
She's not the. She gets with her nephew and then gets stabbed.
Well, that's probably what he wanted.
Oh, he wanted that.
But you know, crazy world we live in. Gen Z, Alpha, B.
I
Tweaking.
sometimes wonder about the team I have assembled.
I mean, that's
Assembled.
related to the topic, I guess. But yeah, I guess it was kind of funny, right? So one of the lectures, like a lady, right, came up and was
Mhm.
talking about the topic, right? and she was like, she kind of laid it out in pretty clear terms what the it's basically like AI, the way it kind of sources information. It's got a bit of bias from the internet, right?
Whatever source it's
Yeah.
gathering from.
So that's kind of like the issue, right? And yeah. So then this other lecturer, a man, just mansplains everything she says immediately after. And I'm
She'd be
like,
like,
this is a bit hypocritical, right? And there was kind of like a weird uneasiness between these guys because she would say things and he'd be like trying to, I guess, mansplain it by going, yeah, so what she means, blah, blah, blah. And she should be like, no. And then it's just, I'll be like to her head, oh, they don't even agree. It's just like, what the fuck is going
it's
on?
a comedic duo.
Yeah.
It's a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so stupid ass class. That's my point. And like it seems like everything's just hodgepodge together. Like they don't know what they're doing,
Yes.
but they're like so, I don't know, weirdly passionate. Like the male lecturer guy, he's all like going on and on about like literally nothing, like just yapping and yapping, and then insert metaphor
AI.
here. Like he's like Lewis Carroll in Alice in Wonderland once said, the white rabbits don't follow it or do, I don't know. That's like he'd stick in shit like that, and I would be like, God, what am I doing?
It sounds
I used
like
to be,
some bullshit.
Even a
class.
week ago, I used to be a writing student.
Now you
What
know.
happened?
I used
Now
to
I'm
be
just
an
I mean-
random ass class.
Maybe that class was to inspire. It was a tool to inspire your writing by thinking about the societal problems we have today,
Like
Be relevant.
inherently, like
and
the
somehow help you find a
Yeah.
job.
like if you present it as like yeah, it's basically you're just answering a topic, an essay topic, pretty much, and you're just
Yeah.
like collaboratively working with a group to solve that problem.
It's like
that
a
topic, right?
brain exercise. what
Yeah,
they
a
call it.
big brain exercise or whatever. They could have just said that, but you know
Yeah.
how I was at class since 9:30, right? So that's like
yeah, the morning.
5 hours or something. Does that sound right? Got up at like 2:30. I can't do
Sure.
maths. Yeah.
That's about that.
Yeah. They could have just cut to the chase and said, that's what you're doing. But they waited to the very end to send people into
Oh.
their groups and stuff. So it's literally just
So they were
rambling
still
about
yapping.
fuck all.
Man, that reminds me of the
It was
good
just so
old like
infuriating.
high school days.
Mm.
Yeah.
Teachers yapping. I'm
What is
like, yeah,
worse?
cool.
But at least they're yapping about unless you're Mr. Walsh.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
highlight.
But like he's at least telling story. Like I don't know.
No.
Not
He's telling
that
life
story.
stories.
Yeah,
He's
and
sharing-
that's important.
Actually,
so you
if,
can learn about
if
life.
this class is about finding skills for the workplace, it
Yeah.
should be life skills.
Yeah. Life
And I
stories.
feel like it's not really like I don't know. I looked at the assignments. It's like cool, but none of this really. And because it's very, I guess that's the thing, right? It's a very broad subject because that's to fit every single subject that they teach at RMIT into one
Yeah.
class, right?
It's like a common
Yeah.
class, isn't it?
Yeah. It was kind of funny. It was like the group that I'm in. It's like comm students, like communications and like
yeah.
media and stuff
Can
like
they
that.
communicate?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I like that. No
To
problem.
me,
with group.
that's good. That means
They could see this
communication
episode. They have
class.
my Instagram now. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
The one
there
time
was
you came
just
into
like
class.
one chemical engineering student.
What's his insight on the AI world?
Well, I mean, he's actually into AI, so like he
Was it
knew
like-
stuff.
You can just let the AI do the chemistry counting.
Yeah, I was just basically like, oh, you guys know these things, video games, AI.
Hey,
Do you guys play COD?
I literally
Black
said,
Ops
do you
6?
guys play COD? So if you play offline, you play with bots, and that's AI.
Yeah,
That's
real.
yeah,
that's real.
yeah. But yeah, that's my rant done. It's kind of just like, what am I doing here?
What is
Oh,
the
you have to
purpose?
like pretty much attend everything, otherwise they'll kick you out because it's very high intensive. You got 3 assignments to do in 2 weeks. If you're really good, you get to call Italy or something.
Call Italy.
Yeah, so I guess you have
Like-
to them.
Call the Prime Minister of Italy.
Nah, I think it's like another university there.
Or like exchange.
But I was like,
it's like
damn,
a pen pal from
I
Italy.
could do that because like I speak Italian. I could represent the group.
Buongiorno.
Like buongiorno.
Where do
AI.
burgers come from?
What the fuck are we talking about? Artificial Italy.
Yeah.
Are you an Italian AI? Sì,
Yep.
mi chiamo AI. This.
Mussolini do Jinjin desu.
Tre formaggi.
the fromage. 3 cheese.
3 cheese, baby. Il bambino. Il Chinese bambino.
Little baby.
Oh, baby.
Now you gotta ask. Do get that exchange pen pals with the Italians, then you can ask the burger question.
Sì. Dove è
Hamburger.
hamburger? No, something.
Americano.
I can't remember. It's to
Are you-
say born. Because that's what the word is. They use
Oh,
the
really?
word born.
As like a from.
At
Where
least
did
that's what
burgers come
I-
from, yeah.
Like heard
that
when
video.
they because I could that's.
Welcome back to Languages 101.
Oh, we're the unholy trinity, by the way. Did we say that?
No.
No.
Welcome back to another
Yeah.
episode.
The only reason you wouldn't have seen us before is if you're one of the new people I met at today's class
yeah,
and you
you
somehow
know.
clicked on our podcast.
Somehow.
Thank you.
Which they might.
Now you relate because
Yeah,
Jack has
there's a
told
couple
the
movie
whole
buffs
story.
in that group. They're cool, and
Did
maybe
they
they'll
talk
be like,
about her?
yeah, they
and-
talked about
yeah.
her, and someone mentioned Letterboxd, and I was like,
Oh my god, you
Letterboxd.
know,
They'll never
I've
see
got
that.
one of those.
letterbox.
Yeah.
How about you get me a mailbox?
so you can
I'm a
send some
fox.
mail for our mail section. Remember the
Yes.
mail section? We don't do
Yeah,
that.
inbox.
And the cocks on the block.
In the
All right,
mailbox.
stop.
Stop rapping.
Yapping.
Oh, I went to a gig this week, like a
Mhm.
comedy gig, little
Oh yeah, yeah.
tee hee ha ha ha.
Was it the Unholy Trinity live?
No, it was Auntie Donna,
Auntie
your good
Donna.
pals, Auntie Donna. I saw Mr. Zachary Ruane from Auntie Donna, and Alexi Topoulos, I think his name is,
Give him a
from
firm
the
handshake.
last Video Store podcast. I did not. I kind of had to watch. I had like a quick drink and then I had to go to another bar because it was a farewell for a coworker.
Bye bye.
But it was
Bye-bye.
an incredible show. It was Are you guys? This is a really old Australian reference. I don't know if you guys will get it, but are you guys
90s.
familiar with At the Movies
No.
with I think Dave and Margaret or something?
Dave.
So it's like
Yeah.
like the show back in the day, like on when TVs were TVs, right? And they'd do like
Mhm.
film reviews, right? Like the one that
On
they
TV?
Yeah, sorry.
On TV.
Yeah, yeah.
I
This
know.
is crazy, right? This is like the old, like I think it's like the 80s or something.
Ah, okay.
Like this is old school shit, right? So yeah,
Right.
they're like the premier film reviewers,
of
I guess, of Australia. Yeah. And they basically kind of took on the Liberal government back in the day to get a film uncensored. Are you okay?
No, the Pepsi again.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
It's rising.
Yeah.
it's rising.
So they kind of did this little skit, like not skit, like a show about like recreating that and telling that story.
Gee.
Once again, we're not getting into did you listen to last week's episode?
No, I did not.
We went to a
He's
full
not
political discussion because you weren't here.
Okay.
So we were just yapping
me.
about
We're
no,
talking
not
about
about
you.
you.
I'm so flattered.
We're talking about
I gave you a
unions
shout out. I was like, if
because,
Sonny was here, he would be like, "That's some politics or something." Like I don't know. You'd
You'd be like,
"She."
she.
I'll be like, that's some politics or something.
Yeah, that's some
man.
politics. But yeah, if you're interested in learning about, well, I actually can't see the show anymore because it was a
1D.
special they're working on it sort of thing. So I
Oh,
got
it's
to watch
not
like
done yet.
nah,
There's a preview
a preview.
of,
Yeah, I guess.
of the set.
Well, that was some politics.
And
or
it
something.
was great. Yeah, there's great Fast and Furious jokes in it. Notoriously, one of the critics loves the Fast and Furious franchise,
Damn.
and one of them hates it.
Nice.
So yeah, they're like the review group of where it's like they're like opposites, you know. So they get a good, it's like
Balanced overall opinion.
it's like me and
Yeah,
Dia,
trash.
and then Sunny.
When we talk about
You know what I
Venom.
mean? Yeah.
Mm.
But we'll get there.
We
But
better.
yeah, it was great. It was a great show.
better.
Do you guys have any little stories to tell?
Telstra shut off its 3G network today.
Are
And
you
now
on
my
3G?
phone doesn't work.
Wait, actually? Are you on
'cause
3G?
Now I'm on 4G, but they're like, no, your phone, when you call 000 on your phone, it uses 3G for some fucking reason. So we're going to block you from our service. I'm like,
Wait, so you can't call the police?
nah.
That's crazy, man.
So,
What?
like, weird thing is, like, when you call normal people, you can call through 4G, but for whatever reason, well, they claim that if I call 000 or an emergency line, just goes to 3G. And because they're shutting down 3G, they're like, all right, you should upgrade your phone. I'm like, okay, but I can still call everyone else normally on 4G. But they're like, nah, we're going to block your phone.
Is that why I couldn't call you when I came here?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
happened like at 12 today.
Oh, so yeah, you got to actually upgrade.
Yeah, or can I complain to the Consumer Affairs?
Yeah.
Probably. So I'll
Yeah.
look into that because I
It's
don't want to
free,
buy another
yeah.
phone.
Consumer Affairs is free.
Oh, good.
This is my law side coming in.
Yeah, yeah.
You just hit them up.
Fucking
I
hell.
want
You
my
think?
tax money at play here.
Man, this is some politics or some shit.
Well, I mean,
I guess.
it is. But this
But
is
no,
one of
it's-
those cases of everything's politics sort of vibes.
Everything's politics.
And Telstra's
Mhm.
is Telstra private or a government owned thing?
Private, surely.
It used to
It
be.
used to be government owned.
yeah,
Was
I
it?
think-
Yeah. Back
like,
in the day.
hey,
You and me,
yeah.
baby.
Yeah, sure. You can shut down the 3G, but why can't I call 000 on 4G on my phone specifically?
How old's your phone?
Bought it like a year ago, but
It's
it's
only a
like
year old.
it's like Asian spec phone. So
That might be interesting if your phone. I
there
don't know.
might be like a weird thing with the
Did you buy it in
Australian
Australia?
emergency. Nah, I bought it in Indo. It's probably a weird thing with the Aussie like emergency call line system. How they're somehow different for my phone.
Do you want me to hook you up with a phone?
Yeah. You have a phone
I might.
that might work.
It has gin on the back. Yes, gin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
what
your
I might
bias,
do, I
right?
have
You could have it.
on my old phone, which hasn't been connected to a network, so it might not be blocked.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. But if not, I might take you up on that. See what's up.
That's crazy.
So I can call the actual hotline for consumer affairs.
Yeah. Oh, you can. I think mine is
Yeah, I assume so.
trying to think back
Yeah.
to learning
Yeah,
law. Back
but
in-
this was another issue like a year ago when they tried to shut it down. But like, I think like ATM, like fucking credit card readers are on like 3G, so they had to make everyone upgrade.
Do you know if it says in your TNCs?
Probably.
That's how
And
they
that is
do it.
bullshit, innit?
Like, I guess kind of off this topic, right? You know the thing with video games about like obviously servers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like if you use Steam, whenever you buy any game runs from Steam, this is a new thing. It'll tell you you do not own the game, and they have the right to delete it.
Damn.
So
If they want to take it off Steam.
yeah. I mean, I have a bunch of deleted games from Steam. Doctor Who Adventures. It was like a Telltale
Damn,
game, but it was like
sad.
Doctor Who.
Why
See,
did
no one
they
knows this game
Why did
because I
they
have
take
it.
that off? Because the license expired or something?
Yeah, probably.
Telltale.
Those Doctor Who licenses are pretty exciting. It's not Telltale, it's like a bootleg Telltale.
Bootleg.
Mm.
It was a pretty good game. Like honestly, I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't finish it, I think. It was a bit jank, but like
We make do. We make do.
Yeah.
Monkey make do.
Country Girls make.
oh, I finished Resident Evil 2 by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I'm
I hope you make
almost
it to
done with
3.
Resident Evil 3, yeah. I'll be
That's
done with
good.
3 probably by the end of the week. And okay, I have a confession to make to you boys.
Uh-oh.
It's kind of like a toxic ex situation, you know? You try to move on, but you keep coming back to it. And after last year, where I took 1 year off, I am back on the Call of Duty train, guys. I got Black Ops 6.
Now you relapsed on that.
I
shit.
haven't even started it. I've installed it, but I'm just like not touching it. I've
you're
got
at
some
the
restraint,
point
but I've
of-
already spent the money.
Has it already been a year?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the last COD I bought was 2 years ago, so
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Now it's like you bought the drug, but you're not touching it.
sure,
You're
yeah.
just eyeing it
relapse.
salaciously in the corner.
Maybe that's the way you wean yourself off, by buying it so it's there, but you know mentally you're not going to have it or something.
Closet.
Good. If you have the willpower, sure.
Yeah,
Or
but I,
I
don't
guess
have
if
to-
you- if
I
you-
don't know, we'll see.
If you know it's gonna
I'll
be
definitely
shit, you're
touch
like,
it.
yeah.
I might do a review if you want to help, like,
Yeah.
with you. You can
I'll
edit and
help
I'll
out.
get footage or something. Shit, yeah.
type shit.
But yeah, fucking Call of Duty. Yeah, apparently this year's one is good. Apparently it's fucked on PC though, as in it doesn't
Oh.
open or something. I watched Donkey's
That's
review.
good.
It was like 6 minutes of him trying to open the game and then comparing it to Animal Well and how he can just open it.
You can.
Oh, the
open an
installation
application.
process on PlayStation was stupid as hell.
What's that?
Because COD's like a launcher now. It's like Fortnite or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like if I didn't read carefully what it was installing, it would have installed every Call of Duty game I own,
No.
and I had to be like, no,
Dang.
filter out and pick the ones that I want. And it like
Sick.
installing it goes, are you installing Call of Duty or Call of Duty multiplayer? So I'm like, wait, is Call of Duty the campaign?
Yeah.
Because it's not. They don't call it Black
Mhm.
Ops either. They just call it Call of Duty because it's the launcher. But what am I getting in that?
Oh.
Am I getting Warzone? I don't want Warzone. I just want the campaign.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So I don't know. I really hate. And it's like 200 gigabytes, and it's like no. I had to delete a bunch of
these
games. To get
days.
it. It's not just games these days. It's freaking Activision, like specifically.
Also,
Like it's they just don't know what to do.
No, you were asking if my Activision stocks
Yeah.
is a success. Full game launch.
Yeah, I think. Well, we'll see how the numbers do because it only came out. For the audio listeners at home, I
Yesterday.
held up my wrist and I realized there's no time on my thing. Yeah, it was only like yesterday, I think. So
Yeah.
see how it does.
Yesterday.
But if reviews are positive, I mean, people are sort of hyped for this one. I don't know. I haven't seen that much buzz about it to be honest. But like, I watched like one trailer back. I remember the hype around it was like, oh, they're gonna do 9/11 in Call of Duty.
But will they?
I don't know. Well, some people have played the campaign. I haven't. I don't want to see spoilers.
Yeah.
I haven't checked. No.
Well, they got called on the train, not the trains, the trams.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the
they always do.
buses.
Do they have it on Southern Cross Station stairs?
Not last time I checked, a couple weeks.
Yeah. Fuck Call of Duty, but yeah, I guess I'll be back on that.
The cold train, cod fish.
Right. Yeah. Do we want to just start talking about?
We have
Oh, wait. I did have one more thing. Oh, well, I guess this is review.
okay.
Yes.
I watched a film called The Contestant. It is a
Yeah.
documentary about. I think I already talked to you about this, but
Oh yeah.
it's about Nasubi, who is like a Japanese reality star on this show in the very late 90s / early 2000s, where he's like trapped in a room and he has to do like
Backroom.
prizes.
The
Like
Mr. Beast challenge.
what do you call the things? Like you write in, try and win a prize. There's a
You
term
write
for
in?
it. Yeah, like the write-in prizes.
No.
Like
Lotto?
sweepstakes. That's the word.
Oh.
Sweepstakes. He has to do sweepstakes
Okay.
to win items to survive, which is pretty horrific. So
Right.
yeah.
I spent 60 days stuck in my room.
Oh, he spent like a year or something. And like when he got to the end of the Japanese one, they kidnapped him and took him to Korea to do it again.
Damn. Why Korea though?
I don't know. It was a big phenomena back in the early 2000s. 30 million views a week type shit. Yeah.
Truman Show type.
And
thing.
it's probably it might have even inspired the Truman Show because the Truman Show
From the
was
Truman Show.
like a year or two after
Yeah.
this show started airing. Big Brother probably would have been inspired by
Yeah.
that as well. But
But
yeah,
1984
horrific
though.
stuff. But a good doco though, pretty good. You
I
get the
kidnapped
perspective
a
of the
Japanese
producer
man.
and Nasubi returning.
Hmm.
So they kind of
Kidnappings, contestants on shows. That's crazy.
that's crazy.
Foreshadowing.
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do the big movie reviews of the week.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're ready.
All right. Today we'll be talking about Venom 3.
3D. Did you watch
3D.
the 3D?
I did not. I
So
decided
sad.
not to watch anything that night. Oh, no, I watched The Woman of the Hour because I remembered I had to watch that, so I went
Oh,
home and saw. And yeah, Woman of the Hour, which is a Netflix one.
Mhm.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
Woman or AI?
We'll leave the best to last.
Yeah.
No, woman.
What do you mean best to last?
Venom.
we believe
Venom's not the
to
best.
last.
Okay.
Nah.
All
We're
right.
not talking relatively. We're just talking in general.
Okay. Let's talk. Yeah, Woman of the Hour. This is a new Netflix true crime drama film.
Yeah.
Pixie.
Directorial debut of Anna Kendrick.
Yeah.
She's also starring in, I guess, the lead role in this film. It follows the true story. Are you guys familiar with the game show killer?
Nope.
Or like that's the one of the nicknames for him.
did some background reading.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah, it's the show of a big serial killer in America back in the 70s?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think he
I
only
think
got
it was
arrested within
78 in the movie.
yeah. I know he got sentenced in like 26.
Damn, he
Very
old
recent.
then.
He's dead. He died in prison, yeah.
He got sentenced after he died.
No, he died in 2021.
He died.
But yeah, so yeah, it's the story of this
Killer man.
killer man. He goes onto a live game show, the dating show I think it's
Yeah.
called, on ABC, not Australian ABC, but American one.
Broadcasting
BBC.
Company.
Yeah, the inferior one.
Yes.
Mm.
Agreed.
And yeah, this one character played by Anna Kendrick, she like chooses him. Is this a spoiler? I don't know. The premise is kind of like
It based
Well, if
on
it's the
true
dating
events.
game.
no, this is all true.
I
Yeah,
think at least the last victim was true.
yeah, all of it's true.
Look, to be
But then
fair,
the
it is
dating
true
is
crime,
true.
and
Huh?
what you just said was pretty
Yeah.
obvious.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
we did research on it,
Fact.
but yeah. So I did try and fact check as much. Yeah. So it's,
Uh-huh.
story. He appears. She picks him. What's gonna happen? Serial killer.
Killer.
Okay, let's just go first impressions, I guess. What did y'all think of this one?
I thought it was a bit of an unorthodox kind of POV type movie.
Yeah.
I was like, somewhat. Most of the time, I was like, all right, what's happening? I guess I get what's happening, but like, there is a consistent theme here. They getting killed, but okay,
Yeah.
where's it going?
Yeah.
And something just happens at the end,
Yeah.
and boom.
Yeah.
I thought it was a bit perplexing.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Do you
It
wanna-
didn't really wow me.
Mm-hmm.
Took me along for the ride of what is it? Yeah, true crime.
Yeah.
There's nothing else really I have left to say on it.
As a what do you call it? As a storyline, as a the word.
Yeah.
As a
storyline's fine.
storyline, I don't think it's strong.
All right.
I think it insists upon itself. To quote Peter Griffin,
Okay. Yeah.
It doesn't wow me
Somehow you. All right. Are you
in terms of just
Yeah.
like what happened, right?
but it is shocking, I must say.
okay? Shocking. Woo.
It has some
you
shocking
clutch your
moments.
pearls?
I was like, yes, my imaginary
The
pearls.
pearls,
Don't steal them like they stole Batman's mom's pearls. Thank you.
I knew you got to make that reference. To Joker
So
movie
sad.
reference.
I'm lost. Go ahead.
You know how in every single Batman film,
Oh, I mean, like
They
you can,
shoot-
you can
oh,
go
okay.
on your thing. I don't
Oh, yeah,
need
no.
the exposition.
Batman
The viewers know that
aside,
already. I don't.
so yeah, it's interesting that you guys say that because I'm pretty much in the same boat, but I have a kind of different perspective, right? I think storyline wise, the storyline is all over the place. It's messy. It's way too short. It's only an hour and 30 minutes,
Yeah.
and I barely got any insight on any of the characters. I feel for.
Nada.
However, like, if you look at it, like, I think thematically, I get what they were going for. It's meant to be like the female perspective on this, because I guess as someone who's consumed a lot of this like true crime stuff, it's always focused on the killer and it's kind of exploitative of the victim sort of thing. You don't get their side, and I think what Anna Kendrick's trying to do is show the other sides of it, the victims, so forth. And I think that element alone makes it pretty unique and kind of special in that way. The way they this is like a film studies perspective, the feminist lens applied. But the way the story is told is it's kind of messy because firstly, okay, if I was to make it like it's a bit even though the movie's focusing on the victims, I think the killer gets too much screen time in my opinion. And I feel like for Anna Kendrick character is sort of the main character, But I feel like the lady there's like kind of three subplots, right? There's this lady wanting to talk to the police. There's Anna Kendrick on the dating show, and then there's another victim, right?
Yeah.
I'll try not
one.
to talk about that last one too much because I guess that's kind of spoilery.
Yeah.
That's the one that I feel was the most interesting, and it was one of the shorter ones, which I feel like I would have loved to know more about that character.
Yeah.
Well, that person, that real person, it would have been nice to know more. Anna Kendrick's character, she gets the most screen time. I actually think she and the killer both get about the same amount of screen time, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But she probably gets the most screen time. But I feel like her storyline isn't as strong as the other two.
Yeah.
Because like the one with calling the police, that I reckon that one's not a true. Well, when I say not a true story, I mean I think that's meant to represent a huge number of people putting into one character. Because that's meant to be like all of the women that report. So the thing is like so many women knew about this guy and reported it to the police, and police did nothing.
Police be like, stop being hysterical.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that's so that's kind of a hard to do storyline because it's like you can't really do a character because it's everyone. It's a metaphor, right? Kind of like a allegory for the one person. But I understand like why that's there. The way it's done though, where it's just jumping between plot points and it's kind of like I don't think flows that well. But yeah, the thing that like you spend so much time with Anna Kendrick's character, I feel like we still know nothing about her.
Yeah, I guess
you know some of her aspirations,
mm-hmm.
and you do get a sense of her like personality and stuff, and like she's pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Even though, but like her storyline,
scraping by.
I feel like her storyline is the one that kind of like it's the hook of the movie. It's the one that goes, "What? This guy was on this dating show." Like that's the one that makes you go, "Oh, I want to watch this." But I feel like that third storyline that I don't want to spoil too much of is probably the one that. I don't know, kind of seemed the most thing and could have
because of how she reacted.
Yeah,
but also we know the least about her compared to the other two, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I thought like maybe flesh that one out more.
Yeah.
Though, it's kind of like I don't know. If you want to stick to a storyline, it should have probably just been one of those three.
Yeah, we want at least one strong main storyline, right?
And that's where it's kind of like struggling with that whole true crime thing because it's got to do. It seems a bit muddy if it's like you want to show the serial killer in these scenarios doing all these killings and stuff. That's where it gets so true crimey and a bit
that's the thing,
yucky,
hey, like
where it's like you're not actually focusing on the victims. You're kind of still showing too much of this guy.
He has so much screen time that you think, or I would think like, oh, it's supposed to be his perspective as a protagonist, but it's not supposed to be that way.
Nah, yeah.
But he's not the protagonist. He's not supposed to be the protagonist anyway.
Yeah.
So, like we get a lot of him.
Yeah. Which I think was just too much.
Even like it's not in a way they didn't do it in a way where it's like he's the boogeyman of like you don't see what he feels or what he sees, but we do get shown of what he feels and sees in his intimate moments with himself, right?
Yeah, you even get like a scene of him like at his job.
Yeah.
Which is like okay. I'm not like it's those true crimes the ones like the people watch true crime I guess to go like I want to see the psyche of the killer sort of thing.
Yeah.
But like I don't need that for this particular movie. This is trying it's like the movie deliberately wants to not do that. So it's like why are you kind of teasing around with that where it's like maybe just drop it, I guess.
Yeah, if you don't want to humanize him more like get empathetic with that, why even show it? Unless I guess the true crime thing in it.
But that's like all my complaints pretty much, which is like a big part of the movie there. So it's like that's kind of my feeling on the whole bundle. I will say like I thought it was a great directorial debut. I think the movie's like directed really well.
It's debut.
Yeah, it's Anna Kendrick.
Did that
First thing. Yeah.
I was a list.
Like
the police.
For real. It's role playing.
So you're the police.
I wish
You're the po-po.
Yeah, I think it's shot really nicely and all of that jazz, edited well,
Yeah.
good music. Woo.
70s.
70s. Yeah, good costume production design
Yeah. Actually,
and well acted as well.
Yeah. It has all of the elements.
There's like actually there's great scenes in this movie. Like the parking lot scene was pretty scary to me.
Yeah.
I was like heart pounding, bro.
Shocking.
The
Touching the
scene, well, I don't want to spoil, right? The ending of the movie is really good, I think. Like that last story. Even though it doesn't really tell the whole story of, like, that character, particularly the end, has a lot of stuff that happens later, many decades later. But you don't know about that because they don't tell you.
yeah.
But I did a little research myself because she actually has a big role in the trial and all.
He witnessed.
Yeah. I also like the way the movie's shot in a way where it's not the fucking Dharma series. It's not like gratuitous violence or whatever that's like insensitive. You know what I mean? It's like pretty.
Yeah.
It gets across the violence without needing to like make it gratuitous. Yeah.
They even do like skips for the
Yeah, which is good, I think. It's
Yeah.
not a horror movie. It's meant to be a real.
Yeah.
It's a real story. Real look.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about the movie. I don't really have anything else to add unless.
No, let's get some spoilers, right?
See is the choppy storyline. There will be a writing thing in it.
Yeah.
But would the directing have some play in there?
Well, there's a lot of factors in filmmaking. It could be studio interference. It could be many factors as to why. Because usually a movie is obviously much longer, right? And it just gets cut down and
Netflix.
yeah.
Stop the movie.
I mean, Netflix is a big perpetrator of like this true crime craze, I guess, right?
Yeah, they made a lot of cash. Maybe that's why they want a bit of our perpetrators perspective in that.
Morbid
That
curiosity.
that could have been a
sells.
studio note, 100%. Yeah, like that is the type of thing I feel like Netflix would say. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go to spoiler zones.
All right, spoiler zone.
Ending.
I guess. Wait, before we get to the ending, I guess is there other things we want to talk about?
Oh me.
Uh,
It was what the movie was. What
Oh,
it was.
okay. I guess like on the note of spending too much time with the killer, right? They like try to amp up his personality in parts that like aren't in the perspective of three women characters. Like I'm thinking like on the dating show, right? Where like he talks to the other guys like not while they're airing, and he does the thing where he pulls out the photo card thing and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like, do you need
Freaky
that
like
part? Because that part didn't really add to anything. It's just like,
I mean, I guess it's Freaky Friday. But also
same
he
as the
has-
office scene. I actually generally don't know what the office scene added, except for later on. Oh, I guess it links to the fact that he goes to the beach that day.
Yeah.
And then he'll kill someone there later. And he gets
there
the
was
photo of the guy.
There was a inferred victim in the room.
Yeah. The guy
Yeah,
the guy is yeah. There's a photo of him later, so it's implied that he did kill him. Maybe. Yeah.
This guy, did he kill everyone or kill some?
He apparently
Anyway,
there's like I think 7 confirmed kills and like over 130 possible kills as well that just weren't found because this is back in the forensics and police just did not care that all these people
they're
died.
busy doing.
Even though it's crazy, like I looked into his like killing spree and stuff, and he like moved state, changed names. Like this dude was like on the prowl, like going everywhere, like the world tour.
Gee.
I mean the US tour or whatever. Sorry, I shouldn't make jokes about that, but
That guy, I guess that's his thing, man. That's his aspirations in life. Man,
Oh yeah, that's yeah. Um, yeah. I guess Anna Kendrick's character is more like she wants to be
Firing.
an actress, but it's a male dominated industry. Has like higher ups and whatever, so it's like
Yeah.
she has to figure out
Get naked
a way to get there
without
without compromising her values,
integrity.
I guess. Yeah.
That shit.
And like I don't know, that's kind of all you're given. You're not really given much more than that, I feel,
Yes.
in terms of
I
her
mean,
vibe.
that was kind of that was a big part of game show. Stage. This show sucked.
I
Y'all
guess maybe
suck.
is that to show like I guess the entertainment industry in the 70s, like sort of vibes.
Yeah, sure. Well, there's still a bit of that here and there
Oh
today.
yeah, no,
But like,
100%. I'm just
but yeah,
like I guess
it is a
that's what
show
it's
of how.
criticism. Um, the storyline, yeah, with that one lady that's meant to represent like all of the different calls.
Yeah.
That was the one that was the most jarring to me in the way I was like, this is definitely not a true story aspect, and this is kind of fictionalized because there's no way she was there at the recording of that show, and like that's too much of a coincidence for me to believe
Unless
it.
the victims were of such great of a number.
Yeah, that
The
maybe I
chances are
guess
like,
yeah.
oh,
I reckon that was embellished for the story
Yeah.
though. And I guess that character is generally given like no actual character. Like there is literally nothing. I don't know a single thing about that one character.
well, the scene she was. I remember the most was like the boyfriend.
She has a
be like,
boyfriend, and the boyfriend was like,
Keep it
"Are you sure?"
be a bit
Yeah.
of a guest.
Yeah,
Shut up.
yeah. And then later he's like, "Here's some flowers."
Okay.
I didn't really see that. Yeah,
I mean, it's fair to be like you don't want to throw out a false allegation, but also I guess you don't.
well, I think it's more like, but it's like also trust your instincts sort of vibe, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. This is, I
But
don't know.
it's also a
It's
moment
always
of like, shut up, woman.
what? What? What do you
It's
say?
a moment of him being like,
Oh
shut
yeah,
up.
yeah, I thought you were saying that.
But I would
I
say
was
that
like, bro,
too.
what do you? What do you? Yeah, nah,
I would do that too.
nah, yeah.
If I was him.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
that
know.
still very much happens today as well. That's like a dudes be like,
I would say to you, shut up.
but I'm not a woman.
Yeah, but you said Venom.
Oh, well, we'll get to that later, eh?
What the fuck is this
yeah.
women thing?
So yeah, there's that last
mean-
storyline is with the girl who I think was homeless.
The runaway.
Yeah, and he takes
The
her
runaway.
out to do some photos and stuff, and
Don't
goes
trust
to
photography.
kill her at the end, but she kind of plays him.
Play.
She outsmarts him and ends up getting him arrested. But it could have been nicer to see, I guess, who she is. No,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Any crazy that back in the 60s, 70s, kids just run away?
That happens literally everywhere all the
but now
time.
you'll get fucking child traffic. I guess
You
that
could,
happens.
what do
too.
you mean? That was
But
the thing.
like,
That's been the thing in history.
People don't think about that back in the day. They're just like, hey, you go.
No, that was.
buy
Do you remember the
groceries,
whole
hey."
milk carton thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't obviously don't do that anymore.
But
That was
more
a
like
big issue.
them kids don't think about that.
Yeah, kids never think about that.
But now kids kind of do.
Well, it's also a little bit now because of the milk carton thing.
Yeah.
There's stranger danger only exists because of the milk carton shit. I watched a whole video essay about the milk carton
Yeah,
thing,
you're right.
so that's why I know a little bit about that. I guess we're also like we've got phones and stuff. Like the world is quite different. Like
Exactly. So like back in the day, worse because there is, if you're gone, you're gone.
there was that one. Actually, maybe I shouldn't talk about it on the podcast. Maybe it's off podcast stuff. But something happened recently. I don't know if you
No.
guys remember. It was really big. It was like our area, like when
Our area.
that
No.
We'll talk about after the podcast. Sorry, didn't mean
We
to.
don't want that.
Yeah.
Missing
We
kids
did
in
not
it.
talk about
Alright.
in a
But we
phase.
live in a surveillance state, so
Yeah.
that happens less,
So yeah, you could find people.
which is a good and bad thing. The bad thing if you're a trafficker.
And you would know because
I have a vested in.
And it's been trafficking illegal Blu-rays.
Been trafficking cars down the road.
Is that just a what do you call them?
because you have a
You're,
road
you're a valet. Oh yeah.
I guess that's what valets.
Should we do some verdicts?
Verdictor.
Yeah. Woman movie. What's the title?
Woman of the hour.
Woman of the Hour.
Woman.
Truly was an hour and a bit of women. But I appreciate that. I appreciate my women. Yeah. I say good representation of perspectives of victims here. But as I said before, and many of us have said, story's a bit all over the place. It's jumping here and there. Bit too much of our perpetrator here going about. Yeah, put Peter Griffin again. It's upon its 5.5.
I think
Yeah.
this movie is, it's got all of the things that it needs to have. It just needs to execute upon its vision, which it does
Yeah.
have. It just needs better execution.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see them doing like a redo of this, honestly.
Well, my logic is, I reckon the studio just cut it down. Like I reckon
yeah,
it had more to it.
sure.
Down a little.
I'll give it a 6.
Yeah, I'm also feeling a 6. I think it's a good movie. It's definitely worth watching if you like true crime, because I reckon you'll kind of reflect on yourself and society and be like, damn, why do I like true crime?
Yeah.
And like, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool to. It's great to see 3 dudes talking about the female perspective.
There was
in
one
murders.
male victim.
There were a few male victims
We are
in
mansplaining.
general, but like this particular movie, I mean, that's the focus.
Yeah.
Focus. The woman of the hour.
But
That's the name of the movie.
But the protagonist is a male.
That's not the protagonist. That's the antagonist.
The perpetrator antagonist is a male. So we can.
You're just
relate
relating
in
to
that-
the serial
you wanna
killer.
relate
Yeah.
to
in that
the-
perspective.
You keep digging these holes for yourself.
You
We're
got
not gonna
the
say-
hair for it, I guess. You can
This
just grow
is
that
hair.
out a little bit.
Well, I am
it's
an
that
aspiring
wild hair.
photographer as well.
Oh yeah, creepy
Yeah.
ass motherfucker.
Would you like to go to the beach with me?
Nah,
Take nice little pictures.
nah. I wouldn't trust you for a handshake.
Venom.
Venom?
Eddie,
Who's
I'm
Eddie?
getting a sore throat talking so much.
Sippy.
stop yapping.
Stop yapping.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I yap too much.
If you have a sore throat, that means you're not going to
when
do the
I'm,
voice.
yeah, when I'm always editing these videos,
Yeah.
I always hear myself. Yeah, I'm just like, stop yapping. Like, shut up.
This is self-reflection.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But that's the point of the podcast. We're supposed to yap.
Yap.
So that's
Remember
what
that?
podcasts
Yeah,
are.
that one comment where that guy was like, "Yo, that guy with the brown hat should be a film reviewer." Because I was where I tell
Yeah.
that is like, yeah.
But this is a film review set.
Welcome to the film
Sure.
review. Although on the yap side of things, my friend challenged me to yap for an hour.
That's what you do every week. Well, kind of.
Kind
Oh,
of.
when-
If you
But like,
podcast.
it's just me raw dogging a microphone, just yapping into
That's
it.
called a monologue.
Yeah, for an hour.
Yeah,
Make your own audiobook.
you can just do like a Shakespeare
It's
or
on
something.
SoundCloud. You can listen to it actually.
Holy shit!
It's just I made it exactly an hour of me
Yeah.
just talking.
Maybe
Were you
I will.
spinning bars though?
No, I was just talking.
Can I listen to it to go to sleep? Is it soothing?
That's meant to be what it is for.
Oh.
My friend was like, "Can you yap for an hour to help me go to sleep?" I'm like, "I don't know if you want to listen to this, but I did it."
The soothing sounds
send that to me,
shines
send that
in
to me.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk some Venom.
Let's yap some Venom.
All right,
Let's get
Venom
some Venom.
3
Venom.
movie. Tom Hardy,
Nuts
Executive producer,
and
and
Ryder.
writer and
director.
not director. They got a new director for it. I'm not familiar with it. I should probably look it up. But at the same time, I hate this movie and I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it too much.
It was
It was
David
a
Lynch.
movie.
So,
So,
all right, Venom 3. What's the story? Well, basically, there's this god called Null, right? And he's like, hey, yo,
My kids
Venom
hate me.
has the codex inside him. I'ma send my minions to get him. Then Venom and Eddie are like, oh no,
Venom.
here we go.
Again.
And that's the entire movie for 2 hours or whatever.
But it was the last dance.
And what a terrible... This is the worst of the three, right?
Arguably.
sure.
Or is Carnage... Nah, Carnage was better, right?
I guess
surely.
so.
Carnage was better for Woody Harrelson. Can we say that?
That's true, yeah. Like, there's no villain in this movie, right? It's just
The villain is
it's just the fucking CGI thing
yeah.
that run around.
the impending doom.
Yeah. Yeah, it is the impending doom. But it also doesn't really make a lot of sense.
No.
Because the post-credit scene kind of just undoes the entire movie. But I guess we'll talk about that
Oh,
later.
yeah.
Yeah.
But we got Venom lore.
Sure. We got so the movie opens with like a cutscene
Sephiroth alien being
of Null, played by Andy Serkis.
doing an exposition dump on the audience.
And the movie constantly cuts back to that exposition.
Oh yeah.
This movie was nothing but exposition, really.
So the dialogue in this movie boiled down to either exposition or like really awkward, like jokey humor between Venom and Tom Hardy. And like,
Tim.
don't get me wrong, I don't like the other Venom movies, but I remember them at least having chemistry between like the Venom and Tom Hardy thing.
Well, arguably they had
Yeah.
some sort of chemistry.
But this is the point of divorce.
No. I'm saying I think like the dialogue, like the timing of rhythm
Yeah.
of everything was just off, which I'm gonna say is probably a directorial thing,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah.
Because this isn't a director that's done the Venom movies
No.
before, right?
Just
So-
a drag.
How dare you, David Lynch?
I don't know. It's just this movie felt really off. Even like I don't think the Venom visual effects were as good as in the previous movies.
There just weren't as many, even.
Oh, I mean, there is a lot of
Also,
Venom.
Also, because it is a plot thing of where you can't turn full Venom all the time.
Yeah, no. I'm saying the visual effects weren't good. I don't think Venom looked as good as he did in the previous movie.
Yes.
I think everything was just a huge step down.
Not
I
a lot
don't
of
know.
them focused on. They're not trying
Yeah.
to do a lot with it.
They're like, I mean, quite possibly, maybe I'm wrong though. This might have the best action sequences series
Yeah.
because they show blood, which I wasn't expecting.
Oh,
But there's like, you'll get decapitations and shit, and there will be like human
Yeah.
heads come off and blood splatter and stuff like that.
It's edging towards your R.
Yeah, your MA or whatever.
But
it's-
remember
it's
when
not.
Venom was supposed to be R?
Rumor has it, like we can't confirm
Maybe
whether or
there's a
not it
lost R
was.
cut, you know?
It could have been, but at the same time,
R.
it's Sony. Like I don't know, they want to market
Yeah.
towards like kids. I don't know. I just thought this was once again, I do not like these movies, but even like I know you like these movies, okay? And I felt bad for you because I feel like this kind of shits over like even though they're bad movies, this kind of shits on the legacy of the series a little bit. I don't know.
Of course it does.
Like I feel like as an
This is
ending,
like-
it's kind of a bad ending, right?
It's a low point.
Yeah. I don't know. Aren't you angry about what they do to your
But,
boy?
you know, the
can't
ending of the
spoil it this
movie,
far.
though, quite amusing.
Not intentionally amusing. That's the part that was meant to make everyone emotional.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that in spoilers, right? But it was amusing. Oh, the post-credit scenes, by the way, I think just skip. Don't stay through the post. Like the
Yeah,
post-credit
was
scenes are
gonna
pointless. The first post-credit scene is just reiterating something that already happened in the movie that you saw. Like you don't need the teaser because you saw the actual thing happen. It's
Yeah.
to do with this new character they introduced. and the second post
They're
credit.
making
Oh
a
wait,
Venom.
am I doing the opposite thing? But like both
It's about
credit
the
scenes
Venom
were.
lore.
Wait,
The
yeah,
First
was
one
the other
was
Venom.
bad,
No.
baddie.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yeah. That scene doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's just like, what has the movie been for?
Yep, and the
If we
second
get
one's a
that one.
throwaway.
Yeah. The throwaway one. Once again, it's a teaser for something that already happened in the movie, so you don't need to tease it.
Yep.
And I guess kind of so is the first post credit scene. To be honest, it's like
Yep.
you already saw it in the movie, and it doesn't make a whole lot of sense being at the end. But so it's just like it felt like scenes from the movie that they just put to the end for some reason. That would
They're making a spin-off.
Well,
that's the thing, right? Like, what is this
They're
movie?
teasing it.
no.
This
Yeah.
feels less like is this meant to be a backdoor pilot? That's a TV term, but like, is this meant to? Is that the point of the movie? Is it meant to be like this is the new Venom?
Maybe. If it,
Because they do it like. Can we talk about it, or is that
I guess
spoilers?
it's a bit
Yeah.
spoilers. Yeah. But we'll
Okay.
talk about it.
Well, they're just like without touching on too soft. There's a new character introduced, and it seems like if the franchise, I don't think this franchise will go forward. But if it,
But
it's not making money.
Should have watched the 3D then.
Yeah, mate. We
Even
could have
more
given
money.
extra. Why we could have gone there. You could have.
I was busy.
Well, we went to I mean, when we saw it, we
Oh,
could have
we
gone
saw
and
it.
watched it in 3D if you wanted, at the IMAX or
True.
something.
I
Yeah,
mean,
IMAX
did
3D.
we want that though? I feel like I would have thrown
I
up
don't know.
regardless.
I mean, I could have.
The CGI is so ugly; it would have been like kind of unbearable in 3D. I
You'll see
feel.
floating Venom head.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I feel like a lot of like the only thing that I've been like has actually looked great in 3D has been Avatar 2. I don't know, because like even like Deadpool and Wolverine's a little bit ugly in 3D because you get the I don't know, the character models and stuff don't pop as nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, what was I? Well, yeah. So they
talking
introduced a
about
new
Venom lore.
character, and it seems like if the franchise was to continue, that's the character they're focusing on
Yeah.
because they give them a backstory and whatever. That's so jarring and out of place. It's like I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
this
yeah.
was an Eddie and Venom movie.
We got random flashbacks.
Yeah, and even there's I guess a human, not really antagonist, like a little hurdle, I guess, in the movie as well.
Yes.
And they have more of a connection to this lady as well more than Eddie and Venom do.
Yeah.
Because I guess like if they were going to focus on Venom, it would be Venom's connection to the Null stuff. But it doesn't really matter. Like Null's not in the movie. Like if you watch the trailer and you saw Null, that's about as much as he's in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
He'd be chilling in his prison
And nothing else.
yeah, that's it.
because he failed.
They also do this stupid thing that they do in all of these fucking movies, where they go, "Oh, we're gonna go to New York to see Spider-Man,"
Oh yeah.
and then they don't.
No New York.
Well, I don't want to spoil anything, but nothing happens.
Nothing ever happens.
What a sad franchise! Like, because the whole point of these movies is like to build them up to connect them to this universe, and
Yes.
the most biggest connection was, I guess, Venom showing up in a post-credit scene in what's that movie? No Way Home.
That happened.
That's how the movie starts. It was
Yeah.
that first credit
Yeah,
scene, and
it's
they
just
go
like
back.
basically a retcon almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Morbius saying "I am Venom" in one of the trailers. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Why did you say that? Just because
It was just for the trailer. It was that Morbius trailer. The point was to confuse the audience into seeing the movie, thinking it could be in any Spider-Man universe, but then none of that footage was used in the movie.
I am Venom. Rawr. Yeah. No New York. No New York.
I think this is just
No, in New York,
Sony
I'm really
giving
rock.
up on Venom. The whole idea of it.
How could they give up
Yeah.
when I haven't gave up?
I felt like there was just no love behind the movie.
No.
And I don't even like once again, I don't like these movies, but I've kind of it's the same thing I felt about Joker, right? Watching Joker 2 and just going like, I don't like this, but at the same time, I feel bad for the people paying to watch this movie because like, what are you doing?
Expected them all.
This isn't like I hate Venom sort of movie like the Joker 2 was, where it's like it felt like it was made out of hatred. It's more like contractual and
They gave up.
disinterest, I guess. Even though Tom Hardy, I guess, had a bigger hand in making this one.
He's executive producer.
And screenwriter or whatever, story credits.
So he probably didn't care. Or he thought, this is mad.
Or he's like, oh, I can get double paycheck or triple paycheck or something.
This is how he wanted it.
Yeah.
Or he just secretly wants to get rid of it.
I don't
He
know.
hates
I don't know if
Venom.
he wants.
Oh, he's been doing press stuff where he's been like, I'd love to come back and do it with Tom Holland.
Hmm.
But
No,
It
so what's
doesn't-
gonna
then-
happen is they kill off Venom here.
wait, no, don't say that. Don't say that. You can't say that.
It's the last dance.
No, don't spoil it. Don't
No.
spoil it. That's actually too far.
They make
Editor, this part.
They make a new Venom for MCU, and it's just Tom Hardy.
Well, yeah, maybe. Well, you still got that, I guess, cliffhanger of like the Venom substance being left in the MCU, right?
Yes.
But weirdly enough, so you get that scene again in this movie, but they don't include that. There's like some parts of it that they don't include.
In the bar.
Yeah. So in the bar, Venom is meant to go up, like he gets out of the bar and he goes, oh, we're drunk, now it's a party, let's go get Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure that's what they did in No Way Home.
Yeah.
That was the little teaser or something, right? And then he disappears. He goes back into the Sony universe.
That sounds like something.
Also, the guy who plays the Lizard is in this movie, but he's obviously not playing the Lizard, and that's just a whole what's going on Sony type thing. But I guess they just wanted to like confuse the audience like with more.
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
think of having a subplot to do with like just a random family?
Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of like
family.
that reminds me of
Fast and
Despicable
Furious.
Me. They have a family.
They have a fa-
The last Despicable Me movie. They have
Yeah.
a family. Fast and Furious family.
It's almost like they put them in so that Eddie would have something to like fight for.
Yes.
Because I feel like I don't know, they do Eddie kind of dirty where they just don't really give him much motivation in this one at all. Because at least,
Yeah.
I guess Venom has some motivation to do with like
Doesn't want
the
to
big
die.
plot and stuff like that. Eddie's kind of just like floundering, and I guess like, yeah, he stumbles across a family and he's like, oh, I gotta protect him.
Yeah.
And then once that's done, what is left?
Yeah, I don't know. Fans of the comics might like the ending. There's a lot of fan service towards the end.
Oh, yeah. I guess
Stuff that went
alone
way over my head, and I just did not understand what was going
is
on.
Rainbow.
Yeah, without
Venom.
spoiling it, but guess yeah, there's a lot of fan service. I don't think that makes a good movie.
Yeah.
Spoilers?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, Miss Chen shows up out of
Yep.
nowhere
That's right.
in a coincidence. But at that point, I was just like so checked out. I was like, yep, why not?
Why not?
But then Venom does the really dumb thing that was just genuinely out of character. He's meant to like Miss Chen, right? Like as a friend. I mean, like they're meant to be
Yes.
friends. But then he deliberately transforms into Venom so that he could summon the thing and put her in danger. I genuinely do not understand the purpose of that
He
scene.
wanted to dance.
You know, I got that, but like Venom's not meant to be stupid. Like he's like meant to have like a celestial connection, big brain thing,
He's
right?
an old creature man. So he knows what's up.
No, the point, like he
Also,
does it
he's
for some
smart.
reason. He's not smart. Like he is, right? But like that
he
was
did this
just-
for a bit.
yeah, it seemed like it was weird. It was out of character, and I just do not understand that scene at all.
I mean, Eddie was like, "Yo, this better get the."
Yeah,
Get
but
the
then
guy.
Venom, like it seems like Venom just deliberately chose to put his friend in harm's way, which just
Like,
doesn't
he was
sound like.
he was in the highs of gambling.
Yeah, maybe. I did like that one part where he was gambling. He kicks the
Reminds
thing.
me of the real life. But true, you know, they just did it for the bit because they wanted a bit, and they needed a scene where they down.
Yeah. There's also, I don't know if I can nitpick. Well, you know, we're past the point of nitpicking because this movie's bad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There's a scene on an airplane where like it doesn't make any sense that Eddie can breathe on the
He
airplane.
has venom lungs.
Yeah, I guess is that the implication or something? I don't
That's
know.
what I made up.
Yeah, you gotta defend the you gotta.
I'm filling in the plot holes.
Yeah, that's it. The movie's also quite surprisingly rushed, I guess.
Yes.
Like the movie starts just like, oh, here's Null, this is the deal. You get told that in like a minute. Let's quickly wrap up the post-credit scene of Spider-Man, and then immediately here's the bad guy, here's the chase. You go and
Yep.
get out of the way. Yeah.
First thing that they're Eddie and Venom are on the run because of Copman dead,
Yeah.
and
I guess that's something if you're a big fan of that
Eddie's
character. Yeah.
whole motivation of like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but then they kind of just like drop it a little bit to be like, hey, here's the family and can protect him.
Yeah.
Last of Us style or something.
Yeah.
What if everyone was Ellie and he was Joel? And
Yeah.
Despicable Me
Silly,
somehow.
Because Gru has his family to protect,
Yeah.
and he has minions,
Yeah.
and minions is like the giant spider things that hunt Venom.
Sure.
Because he's
The
the
minions of Null,
the
yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Let's talk more about the lady. See,
Oh,
I don't know this character from the comics.
Neither
Like,
do I, but
I
I guess
won't even- and I
she
feel
would be
like-
based from comics.
Yeah, so I guess I'm ahead of the curve. I usually know these characters before I'm watching the movies because I'm a Marvel guy.
But he's a Venom hater, so he's been blocking all Venom information.
You know, low-key, these movies have made me, I guess, less interested in Venom comics. So that's kind of had an inverse effect. So I don't know. But yeah, so I didn't know who this character was, so I went in blind. And now I feel like I'm the clueless moviegoer not knowing, because I don't know who she is. I literally don't know. All you get is
Neither do
like,
I.
she got struck by lightning and her brother died. Then somehow when she gets venomized, that means she's the Flash. Or
So how do we know what's
Yeah.
real?
what? Just in general?
Just a dream.
Like
Did
any
have
of those flashbacks, were any of those real?
I
guess so, it's not-
They're straight up dreams she had. It could be just a dream, not a flashback dream.
Like it changes location every time. How are we meant to trust this person?
Oh, really?
It wasn't always the
It
beat.
wasn't a
No, it
beach?
wasn't always the beach.
Huh.
Okay, then there you go.
That was the Venom brain neural network changing the memories.
Yeah. What are we meant to do?
Oh,
That's
there's also a
crazy.
scene that doesn't make sense when that one lady gets the Venom symbiote out of nowhere. Like the
Green one?
Christmas lady?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and it became Christmas.
Yeah,
Venom.
because there's a scene earlier in the movie where she's like, she talks to the cop guy, and she comes out, and then she's like scratching her arm like there's like some parasite or like
Yeah.
venom or something. But that's not venom.
That's Green Venom.
That's like something else, yeah. But then she gets like venom
Oh yeah,
for some reason, even though venom's in a different like part of the
no,
place.
because it's like part of like Venom's shit droppings that he
No,
shit.
no, no. I think
everywhere.
that was her freeing Venom. Oh wait, this is
No.
a spoiler. We're getting
No,
into
because they
spoilers.
Where
took.
is spoilers in?
Remember when they
Where's
took
spoilers?
the Venom shit from the bar?
Yeah.
They put it in a little tube.
No,
Yeah.
that was the one that the white lady had, the blonde lady had.
Yeah.
I thought that was the Flash one.
No, yeah, that is the Flash one.
The Flash one was like purple and shit.
Yeah, because she was struck by lightning.
Yeah.
How about the Venom shit from the bar?
That is the one that she had in the vial.
So she has Venom.
Yeah, she has Venom. There's
Yeah.
Venom.
I thought the purple one was.
But
different.
also
No,
Venom,
that's a new one.
they capture Venom, right? Later at the end of the
At
movie
the
in
end
the
of-
penthouse part. And they get like Venom in his Venom,
Yeah.
like little
And
form
then
or whatever.
Christmas
whatever.
lady frees Venom.
Venom.
And then that's how
He gets the
she
Venom.
frees.
Did it show her freeing Venom?
No, but it was implied.
See, that's the thing. I was just like, because there's a
This is
scene earlier
happening.
on where she looks like she's got some sort of Venom thing already.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, the implication doesn't, like, it's not a good, I don't really
They
get
didn't
it.
show us.
I guess, like, maybe it's like because the Venom hive mind powers that it can just, like, transfer to another. I don't know. That seemed like, the movie's edited really weird. Like, in the action sequences, sometimes they'll cut from, like, when a character's, like, all the way over on one side to, like, the other side of the room and shit like that. Like, just, like, losing focus on where anyone is.
They tele-
And, yeah, and moments like that where you're like, I guess
When did
something
that
got cut
happen?
out of, yeah. we very weirdly edited. Like usually, I don't know. I was surprised that this was the
Yeah.
cut they went with. Last
Venom
thing,
cut.
do you know quickly just talk about the ending? I'll see. Yeah, wait, we said the lady got the flash powers, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the second post-credit scene is. It's just like, oh,
Lightning.
but you knew that because that happened in the movie. Why are you
Yeah.
showing me this again?
Why are you showing us
Okay.
the broken vial?
Yeah, like cool.
Maybe they.
And it's maybe like a little thing of like she'll be back and no one else
Maybe.
will.
Maybe. Actually, yay. Crazy.
So the ending, I thought it was very unsatisfying. Venom kind of just dies.
He sacrifices himself for the greater good, bro.
The acid. There's a part where they were about to like touch each other,
Touch
but
tips.
instead he just like throws something on top of him. So you don't even get that catharsis. Yeah, them to touch. Yeah, he sacrifices himself, but I guess that sacrifice was literally for nothing because Null's just like, fine, I'll do it myself in post credit scene 1.
Yeah, but Venom will come back because he's part of the hive mind.
Whoop-de-doo.
Maybe. This is supposed to be the last one. Maybe he'll be in Spider-Man.
With Tom Hardy.
Tom Holland?
And
Oh,
Tom
wait, yeah,
Hardy.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Hardy's gonna show
Show
up
up
in the
again.
MC.
Even though he already was and they retconned it.
It's a different Tom
It's,
Hardy.
just a fucking mess, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Sony, what do you do with your franchise? Whatever. Like, there's not even like a...
Yeah. It's
I
like
don't-
they want to end it, but
They could have just
they
showed Morbius or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
They want to. Seems like they want to end it, but they're still teasing for other shit.
Yeah.
Morbius. Please,
Tease for Morbius.
All right, let's quickly do verdicts.
Get a bounce. Right.
On this boy's
Then
dick.
the last dance. Truly was the last dance. Probably
don't
worst Venom
dance.
movie, but I still love it.
Okay. Thanks.
You know, as a in a familial way. It's unconditional love.
Okay.
But I gotta say, kind of shit. But in a way, I appreciate it because it's the shittiest, and it's a good send off because it's the worst send off.
Oh, it ends with a compilation to memories.
Oh yeah,
And
it ends with the
all,
song.
all of the needle drops in the movie are bad.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
It
another.
ends with a what do you call it? Yeah, a little flashback of moments of Venom and Eddie with
Yeah.
that song by Adam Levine, Maroon 5.
Yeah.
So I gotta give this one a 5.
Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
You're going to average.
For me.
What am I gonna do with Venom? I don't know. Like I want to say I had fun watching it, but it was only because that you guys were there.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty boring movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Otherwise, yeah, maybe it was more fun because
Because we were all
I was
pointing
complaining
at the
to you the
screen.
entire time.
3.5.
0.5. Sure, I'm going to go for about a...
About a free.
Yeah, this is my least favorite. Like, I don't know. I feel like at least Madam Web was like so bad. Like, it was so poorly made that it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
It was also made for way less of a budget, so it's kind of like more excusable. And I think Morbius is better than this. Like, I will actually hands. I rewatched Morbius, and it's bad,
You
but like
rewatched Morbius.
I did. I
Wow.
watched it with like a commentary from like some YouTubers I watch.
Yeah.
But like
Mm,
I think Morbius is more fun than it, genuinely.
they got a villain man. And they had
So that's a combined average of
3.69. 369.
hell yeah. There you go.
See, that's the only happiness you're gonna get.
all
out
right.
of
Sign
it.
us out real quick. Come on.
Come on, we gotta get out of here. Follow us on Instagram, fucking TikTok, YouTube,
Unholy.pod.
TikTok.pod, Unholy.pod.
3unholythings@gmail.com.
Listen to us on Apple Podcast, Spotify,
Yeah.
YouTube. Listen to the podcast. Watch our highlights, man.
Yeah. If you like,
When's the
Venom,
top tour
that's-
highlight coming?
I have not had time to edit at all.
All right,
I've been
next
so busy.
highlight talk tour.
We're gonna highlight Talk Tour from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
What's next week?
I think we will do the movie Saturday Night
Live.
Saturday
Yeah.
night.
and the new Robert Zemeckis Tom Hanks film.
They're
I'm
in
not getting all that.
everywhere.
Anyways, talk at you in the next one, right?
Yeah.
Talk to.
Well, the
boy,
movie
yeah.
here has like new technology, so we can like
Yeah.
we're gonna be like kind of reviewing tech, like film tech
new film.
of the way they're
4D
doing
film.
de-aging. It's like the
Oh yeah.
new.
Brand new.
It's a deep fake.
I think it's good. Something AI type.
deep.
Yeah, I think.
They've been doing like deep
But it's like,
advanced.
Let's see if the unions
all right,
like this
guys.
one.
See you later.
Bye,
Bye
bye,
bye.
bye, bye.
Gotta go.
Talk at you
Bye.
next time.